Hey guys, Abby Johnson here. I read a study in The Atlantic that was talking about social media for young kids, and they were primarily looking at kids aged 10 to 14. And I know that a lot of kids have phones that age. I know that a lot of kids do have access to social media. And look, I'm not coming on here to be like parent judge. I mean, goodness knows I'm not the perfect parent. I mess up all the time with my kids, and I'll be the first one to admit it. But I just found this study really interesting, and so I thought I would just talk about it. So there's been just an increase in mental health problems with kids in that age range from 10 to 14. And they've noticed that there's measurable increase in behavior such as suicide for both sexes. There's increase in emergency department admissions for self-harm for girls. There's increased risk of hospital admissions for self-harm for that age range, not for girls in their 20s, but for girls ranges 10 to 14. And it's actually doubled for that age range, the self-harm hospital admissions. It's doubled in this age range from 10 to 14 in the past few years. And they've sort of looked like what's causing this, right? Is it like family problems? Is it, what is it? Like they're looking at everything. Like, is it curriculum in schools? They're sort of looking like, what is it? Right? Because it certainly just can't be the phone. It can't just be social media. But what they're finding is, it's just social media. And it's crazy, but they're starting to ask kids, like, what is it, right? What is it about social media that's causing this angst in your life? And so this is not just circumstantial evidence. They're like asking these kids. And one study, the researchers asked 1,500 teens to rate how each of the major social media platforms affected them on certain well-being measures, including anxiety, loneliness, body image, and sleep. Instagram scored as the most harmful, followed by Snapchat and then Facebook. Teens blame Instagram for increases in the rate of anxiety and depression. The researchers also noted that social comparison is worse on Instagram than on rival apps. Snapchat's filters keep the focus on the face, whereas Instagram focuses heavily on the body and lifestyle. I just want to say quickly that I don't believe that our children need access to any of these social media apps at all. I have a 15-year-old daughter. She'll be 16 soon. She has no internet on her phone. She has no app. She has no access to that on her computer. And I think it's the right decision. She will not have access to any of that while she's in my home. When she goes off to college, she can have access to that if she wants to. I hope that she chooses not to. I hope that she finds that those apps are not useful and that they're just not worth her time. But if she does, I hope that she sees that we have set a good example for her. I hope that she sees that we have used them to primarily work. I hope that we have set a good example for her, that she sees that when we're with her, we're not spending our time on those apps, that we're focused on her, and that when we're with our family, we're actually with our family. And I think that that's one of the most important things that we can do for our kids, is that as parents, we put our phones down, and that we spend time with our kids. And that particularly women, that when we're on these apps, when we're posting pictures, that we're not posting pictures of us super filtered, that we love ourselves for who we are, that we pride ourselves in who God made us to be, that we show our daughters that we're beautiful just the way that we are, that we're not falling into the temptation of using these ridiculous filters and posting these pictures of photos that don't even look like us, that we are authentic and we show our daughters that we are authentic and created perfectly just like God made us. So I just wanted to sort of put this out there for us to think about as parents, so that we can be good role models on social media for our kids.